Trying to change my orientation. Oh, I started this off and my orientation is wrong. And I think it locked my orientation in. I'm gonna show from this angle and this one. So I guess I'm gonna have to adjust it back and forth so you can see each piece. Let me get my mic set up here. When I hit live, I had mistakenly not hit the orientation that I wanted. I hope everybody can hear me. Just got to get this one clip here to hold that mic steady. Where is it? I wanted to try to make sure I got started on time. Because, you know, sometimes people do these podcasts, they may come on late. But even if I'm still started on time, I have to get a clip real. I think I have one back here. I do. Actually, right up on here. We're going to be together in a second. Okay. Again, I did not want this orientation, and I don't know whether I can come, and I really can't come out. I'm going to blow that up a little bit where you can see it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move this back and forth between the two pieces that I'm working on. Again, this is called Velvet Resolve. And then First Craft is this one right here, the boy with the thing. So I've got my background sketched in already. Let me know if you can hear me or not. I'm not sure if everyone can hear me. Let me know if you can't. So I'm going to start working on her first. And what I'm doing is basically trying to get the background now in solid. This is oil paint. And this is oil paint. So let me get this situated here. I hope you can hear me over the music. If you can't, let me know. Put some comments in the chat. So mad because you really can't see me. I got to step over here kind of for you to see me. I'm going to get started on this side right here with her. But I need to blow up my picture over here so I can kind of see the detail on this side. So it's about right here to here. Okay. All right. And I'm not even sure if it's showing my right hand. It's got the right camera mode. So let me turn this where I can see this a little better. All right. So I'm over here. I'm getting some of my brushes. I just had cleaned off my brushes. This is why you don't ever want to be kind of rushing before you go on here. I really wasn't like rushing. It was just, I wanted to clean these brushes. At the last minute, I saw that they were still in the mineral spirits and I hadn't cleaned them out. So that's all done. My mineral series is set up. I'm going to put some more. Well, I have some linseed oil in this bucket over here. My paper towels, my rags, everything's set. If anybody has any questions or comments, feel free. We're going to get moving pretty quickly on here. I see we have quite a few people on here. Make sure you like share, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you do that. You subscribe. Let me just see if I have any comments so far. Okay, I seen someone say, yes, we can hear you. Awesome. This is not the orientation I wanted. Again, I want to apologize to everybody because I wanted you to be able to see both of the pieces that I'm working on. All right. So I'm just getting a couple more, little bit of my paint out here, and I'm going to be moving pretty cool here. Pretty good in a second. Like I said, I'm going to start working in this section right here to get everything all together. So watch how it comes together. And I want to let everybody know that this Saturday, I'll be at Quaker Ridge Mall, live painting at Quaker Ridge Mall this Saturday. All day. I have some really nice pieces I'm going to be doing on Saturday. This oil paint I have mixed with the spirits. I mean, it really goes along smooth. I have it like kind of peanut buttery. I'm going to check for comments in a second. This was kind of like at the edge of her hat here. I've kind of have what is a candle like. Once I get all these little dark spots in here, then I'll move to the next phase. Then off the top up here would have been like a mirror. Cool. I'm going to continue to work on her in a little bit as well. But at this point, I don't want to work on her face and everything. I did this a few days ago, and the paint is pretty much dry now where I can do my second layer of oil. It usually takes a few days to a week. This is architectural panel I'm on. So the primer and everything I put on it first soaked in pretty good, and it's drying pretty quickly on here. I'm happy about that. Okay, so what I'm doing to go over both sides, I'm going to hit all the dark spots on both sides before I move forward. And you'll see how it looks when I get finished with it. Okay, I just have to adjust my picture over a little bit to this side. Okay. I'm going to check messages in a little bit. I didn't forget about you guys, just to check and see if you have any questions. Okay, so this goes to here. So that's going to be in there. There's a method to the madness here. You'll see it in a little bit. Should have been right there and in the space. So go to here. I have to move this picture down a little bit. I'm still with you. I'm just adjusting this where I can see this picture a little better. There we go. I'm going to check for messages in a second, just in case anybody has any questions about what I'm doing at this point right here. Pretty much sticking with one brush at this point right now. That's all I need here right now. Above that. Pick up a little bigger brush. This area has to be dark right here. Okay. Remember, I told you I'm trying to get these little dark spots in right now for what I'm going to do next. All right, let me check and see if I have any comments or questions or anything at this point right now. Okay, yes, we can hear you. Can you visualize the actual finished product of the work from the start, or it evolves as you go? Yes, well, I started it. If you go back, you'll look at an earlier episode where I did part one of this picture right here. And so there is a part one to this episode right here. But from the very beginning of sketching, I think I'm going to do one of those too, like sketch one of these out on here. That's kind of the boring part, but you know, that would be nice too to see, you know, me doing this background right here, because I'm basically going off the picture and just putting little subtle marks in there for when I want to start painting the actual piece. I don't want it to be so detailed because I like to paint really loose. So I just got to put a couple more spots on it in here. Okay. All right, that's looking good there. Let me move over to the other side of this. I'm gonna start working on the like kind of like the vase here. Let me get moving with that a little bit. Again, it's going to be flowers, but they're like hints of flowers. It's not like I'm going to be trying to make this, again, like so realistic. So I'm going to get started, though, with the greenery first. Darker areas first. This is going to be somewhat abstracted, these. I don't want this to be so realistic. It has to be real, again, real loose. And one good thing when you're using oil paint, you're going to be cleaning off the brush a lot. I get the 4-pack of the dollar store toilet to use, so I always have a bunch of rolls of those there just to clean off the brush. Grab a little bit of, this is sap green I'm using. I use this straight sap green. Now I'm going to put a little bit of, use a mix of sap green and white mix. Mostly white, because when I dip down on here, it's going to pull some more of that sap green on there. And again, see what I'm trying to do? This is more abstract. This isn't like so realistic. It's not what I'm shooting for. I'm even going to redo this part of her head wrap as well. All right, that's sitting pretty right there. Okay, let me get to this next phase. Before I go up top, I'm gonna do a little bit with the vase. This is building layer upon layer. Okay, so let me get my next. So in this vase, it's going to be a little blue in here as well. Grab a little bit of white. I don't want to make it too light. All right, let's see. So I'm going to put little specks of blue over here. Almost looks like a little abstracted flower on there with the blue. All right, I'm gonna grab me another brush. Which one do I want here? I think I'll take this here. All right, here. And I also keep rag around too as well. Get a little yellow ochre and some titanium white mix. I'm gonna make a few little what'll look like stems with that. Try not to mix it too much with the and I'm gonna run some of it along here. I'm doing this for a reason. Then some of that yellow ochre over here. All right, it's coming to where I want it. Then I'm just gonna come with almost like basically a straight white, a little hint of the yellow ochre in it, just a little tiny hint. And again, this will be the first layer on this vase because it'll start to get more life when I do the second layer, but I need for this to is like kind of this is like the little bit of the underpainting. When it dries, I'll cut more spots in on here, but for now, this is where we're gonna leave it, and then we're gonna come up to some of the plants up top, flowers rather. And again, these are gonna be abstract flowers. Whoops, just dropped a little bit of that on there. There'll probably be like about 5 or 6. I don't want to say 5 or 6, maybe about 4 sittings of me doing this. This is the second. Again, I'm just giving hints of these little flowers. If you want to make some realistic ones, you can. But for me, this fits better with what I'm trying to do here with the overall piece. Grab a little bit of that ochre. I'm going to check messages again in a second. Again, this is real abstract. And this is where this candle would be coming up here. It's going to just catch the edge of this candle that's actually a little bit off to the side over here. We don't see the whole candle. We're just going to see like kind of this point to here. Then we're going to have a flame like kind of right up here. But it's sitting a little back from there. But I'm going to get it started. And this is the holder for the candle. Kind of see a little bit of it there. And I'll darken that in to straighten that part out. And a little dark color I have here. Okay, so that's where this candle's going to be. And I'm going to, once this dries, then I'll do a little bit more detail on this, where this candle is here. The candle's sitting the back a ways from this. That's what you're going to see later. All right. I'm going to move to this section down here. I'll make sure I put in the link when I start the video part 1 of this. Can't see this part here. I'm going to come back over with the end of her little top there. This comes down there. And I'm trying to stay out of the way of the camera because I don't want to trying not to block. Sometimes if I'm not paying attention, I can end up blocking the camera and you can't really see what I'm doing. So it's a little different doing this when you're trying to let people kind of see what you're doing. Just a little table here. Sometimes you'll make a change. I'm making a change right in this section right here, and I'm gonna fill this in. I had already come over with a little bit of that. Some more white. I'm eventually gonna come back over this side a little bit more, but for now, we're gonna leave that like that. All right, kind of got this to where I wanted at this point right now. So now let me, I gotta switch to the other side. Oh no, I still got my mirror up at the top, I forgot. And then I'm gonna work on that background a little bit. All right, let me get my little mirror, the corner of that mirror. All right, we're gonna mix a little bit of the yellow ochre, some of that cadmium orange, tiny bit of white to get my little color I want for that mirror. Hope this does it. This should do it. And I'm letting it mix in kind of right here on this little edge right here. This is like the frame around that mirror up here. And you're just catching a little hint of it coming across here. But it's in the inside of the mirror here. I'm gonna refine her head wrap some, just kind of giving me the inside of that mirror there. Put a little bit more white on there. And then maybe I'll put some image in there when this dries. Okay, now let's get with that. Might as well, while I'm over here, start getting with the background. Mix me up a pretty good amount of this with some might as well refine my background here a little bit. I'm not going to mess around with this plant too much over here because I don't want that mixing in with this color I'm putting here. I'll let it mix a little bit with the candle on this side because I brought that out a little bit too far. A little bit of that green mix there, but it's okay. There we go. Put a little bit in here. Remember, I'm going to work on that dress, so I'm not really too concerned about that up there just yet. Now, just one more thing I'm going to do with this top up here, with the mirror rather. Just need to a little bit of a. All right, that's what we're going to do right there. All right, let's move to this side. I have to move my picture over here so I can work with the foreground on this right here. So I'm going to start working right here. This little, you want to call it my little abstracted clock, I'm going to be working on next. Kind of going to almost do it the same color as that mirror. Try to get more close to that. Almost getting this clock to where I want it. Okay. Okay. Super abstracted out. Don't think I'm trying to get photorealistic here either. Don't think I'm gonna switch up on you. Boom. All right, my next phase. A little bit too much white in there. I don't want that much in there. Let me get a little bit of this brown too. All right. I got my color where I want it. Whoops. Then you'll see what I was doing back here. What we got going on back here? If you don't know already, you'll know in a second. You're gonna know in a second if you don't know just yet. I love painting with oils. It's fast on the steps I'm doing, but it's slower for the total completion, which is okay. But I like the way they look, and I like to paint with a lot of texture. So when you see these paintings up close, the paint is on like pretty thick. Just had to mix up a little bit more. Okay. All right, there's more. Just step back a little bit. Also check to see if there's any more comments. Can you show me what is Goku? What is Goku? Goku drawing. I'm not sure what that is. You're gonna have to put that in the comments. I'm not sure what Goku calling the drawing is. Okay, let me get back to this right here. I think I'm gonna lighten this up a little bit. I don't know if I like. Well, I don't want to make it too much lighter. So here, I mean too much darker. Maybe lighten it up just a little bit of white in there, and a little bit of that yellow. A lot more of that white. All right, let's see. This is where I think I want to do instead. Yeah, that's much better. I like the thickness of this paint. I hope you all can come out to Quaker Ridge Mall on Saturday. Again, I'm going to be there all day long painting. It's going to be some fun time. come back later and finish this section off here. Wow, coming out pretty good. Do. All right, almost getting there. Let's get to this next spot. Got to get a little bit more of this red out here. Let me move this so I can see the picture. All right, I gotta open up another container of red. Hold up. Oh, darn, I almost made a mistake because I opened up a container of acrylic red paint. Gotta wipe that all off. I don't know how that got in this box here. May have to go to the back. Let me see. Make sure I got some oil paint in here. I knew that felt kind of funny. Yeah, and it didn't come out like this. Give me a second. I'm coming back over. When I'm off camera, I'm going to try to keep talking in case somebody comes on and they wonder whether I'm still on here or not. Put a little bit of this mineral spirit. So I got to mix this up a little bit because this red is really thick on here. Let me just open up one more tube. I don't want to have to go all the way to the back to get another one. I hope I got another red in here. One more. All right, let's mix that in. Perfect. All right, let's get this rolling. Both oil. Now, when this dries, I'll come over with the red again. But this is just kind of it's going to be a much brighter red curtain. I'm letting burnt sienna and black right now a bit. Not really worrying about it too much because I'm going to come back over again. But that's going to be a curtain coming down this side in the distance from here. But this is the start of it. And then I'm going to come over top of it with a brighter red. Same as I'm going to do with this section right here. But you can see, wow. Then it'll be way down here too. Let me just put this over here. I'm going to have a little red over here. Might as well put it there. Get it off the brush. Wow. Looking good right now. So let me step back from this. Let me check and see if there's any more comments. Let's see. I'm still not sure what Goku Chop to something. I can't make out your name there. All right, so look at where we have her right now. Oh my God, what a difference when we started. So now let me move this along and get this out of the way. And we're gonna get, might as well just move this over here. Ugh. May have to adjust the camera so you can see it, I'm not sure. Nope, we got them all in there. All right. So now we have the shoeshine. Well, first craft is called. All right, let me see. I think I'm gonna work on and stuff on the table for that first. Since I have some of that color kind of already mixed. right. Okay, let's get this next. Take it up to here. Notice I'm not switching the brush much because I'm mixing some of those colors together, and it's like kind of giving me a good harmony with everything by not mixing, by like keeping some of these colors in here on the brush. And again, this is like the second layer. There will be one more layer to this. This isn't it. Let this fade into here. Yes. All right, so we got, let's move up to this side. Let me check some more comments. I'm trying to stay focused. Let's see. I want to respond to everybody. Lovely. Whoa. Desert Land 482, thank you. And thank you, I think it's Leo D3G. Thank you. Thank you. It's coming along. I don't know if you were on here a little earlier. I'm going to put the little girl back up here. It's called Velvet Resolve. I made a mistake and I didn't change the orientation when I went live, and I'm using my phone to do this right now. So I had to give you this, I couldn't give you the landscape view of it where you could have seen both pieces up. So I had to move it. So I'm going to move this when I get finished with what I'm doing back here, so those that weren't on here can see what I've already done. And I want to remind everybody too that I'm going to be this Saturday all day long, Center Court, Quaker Bridge Mall. I'm going to be painting live there. So if you want to come out and you're in the area, come out and say hi, and maybe even grab a brush and help me a little bit. But again, I'm going to move up to this area up here. All right, let's see what we got going on here. Let's get this little bit of gray right here. I'm going to change this though. It's not going to stay quite. Pull this down a little bit. That's better. And these first few layers, like I said, I don't switch. I only use like maybe 2 or 3 brushes, and I let a lot of the paint mix with the different colors. Like I said, it gives it a nice harmony when you do that. This has to be dark right here. Just want to make sure I'm doing the right thing here. Darken that up there. When I do my last layer on this, you're going to see that's going to be like a little cloth hanging there. Then I'm going to have that same cloth, but I'm going to change it up to some linseed oil in here. Where was I at? Oh. And this is the first layer for this hat. And obviously it'll change a little bit later. But I'm just getting getting the basic foundation down. When this dries, I'll do my next layer and fine tune it. But again, it's not going to be super detailed. I don't want that. I picked up about 5 different colors on here just now. But you'll see how this turns out when I come back over it again. Okay, so let's get this. Just got to clean this one brush out. This is my little coat rack. All right, so let's get in between there now. Take this same brush. Just need to get some dark color in here. That's it. Nothing goes to waste. All right, when that second layer goes on, it's going to look really solid. That'll be for part 3 of this. There may even be a part 4. Definitely a part 3. All right, let me get my next. No linseed oil. Got a little picture frame going here. I'm going to go right back up to that yellow ochre and a little white. Mix a little bit of that in. Mix a lot more of the white. You don't have to buy a picture frame. You can make one like I'm just doing. There we go. And maybe inside there, there'll be like some like little city scene that I'll eventually fine tune. Put the silhouette of it in here just a little bit. Some like little cityscape inside the frame. Yeah, we'll fine tune that a little later. But I like what it looks like already. All right, so we got that going here. Let me get a little bit of this color here, and I'm gonna cut right underneath here. Okay, wow. Coming really good. Now let's see what we're gonna do next to cut around here. I think I'm gonna brighten this up a little bit. Need to get my little bigger brush though. Clean this off. Where's that yellow that I'm looking for? Where is it? Oh, here it is. I'm gonna have to mix it up real quick. A little bit of white. I'm not normally talking to myself like this all the time. I'm talking to you guys. If there's anybody, I can't see if there's anybody looking right now, but I just keep it moving with the talking. Actually, this isn't actually as bright as I wanted. I need some more white. Come on, where's the white? I go through so much white paint, and I had a bunch of tubes of it. I'm like literally squeezing out what I have here because I don't want to go to the back. This is going to be good enough. I'll just do it on the second layer. coming out really good. I'm really digging this. Wait to put the finishing touches on this. I'll work on his face and stuff the next time. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move over to here on this side and just work on the part of the sign in those bottles right there. Let me see. Let me pull over here. Okay. I still didn't. All right, so let's see what we got going here. There's a television here. That's why I'm looking over here, because that's where I'm looking to looking at the image on the computer screen. I don't know what concoction he has in these bottles, but he's got some type of concoctions in here. Thank you, whoever said, let me see, cool man, Cash 7887. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, listen, if you want to see me live painting, I'm going to be at Quaker Bridge Mall this Saturday, Center Court. And then I'm going to be there on President's Day too, because I'm going to be iconic figures of the President's Day. I'm going to paint George Washington and make sure you guys subscribe so you can see when I do part 3 of this. Ba-da-ba-doo. A little bit of black. Girl back up here so you guys can see it if you weren't on here earlier. I did her background, and the next time I come and do both of them, I'm going to work on their faces and bodies, because it's still a little wet, the oil paint, so I can't really do too much more there. But so let me tighten this up a little bit over here, and then I'll put the girl up so you guys can see. And if you're ever in Ewing area, visit my studio. It's 310 4th Street, Ewing, New Jersey, 08638. 310 4th Street, right down from Halo Farms. And anybody familiar with Halo Farms, I'm right down the street from there. All right, let's see. This is called First Craft. It's kind of geared around, like, you know, that Harlem Renaissance era, the 1920s, 30s. You had the shoeshine boys. Actually, I remember them when I was growing up. I'm 65 years old. I was born in 1961, so they still had shoeshine boys then. I've seen a lot of them. They still have places that do the shoe shining. I've seen, you know, at the train station in New York and stuff like that. But they used to be out on the street, on the corner, at barbershops, shining shoes at the barbershop, because everybody dressed like, kind of dressed up a lot back then. And they would come there and they Sunday finest, the suit on and everything, and get a haircut. And it was a great experience. Barbershops are a little different today. But back then it was like, I like the barbershops today too. Don't get me that. You just can't compare. Guess you'd have to live through it. Take my word for it. If you're a young folk. I feel, you know, I don't think I'm ever going to try to get myself too much out of shape. Still, I'm just a little bit bigger than I was in high school. I weigh 195 pounds. It don't really look like it, but I weigh. But it's kind of proportionate a little bit. We got here. I don't want to completely lose my letters. Even though I'm going to come back over later. Sometimes I think I could stretch the paint on the brush a little longer than I do, than I can. And that shoe shine ending of the, well, for commission, all that artist paint, you support that artist if you like that style of painting. I have my own style. I can't paint like no one else. And I'm self-taught, so Wow. Looks so nice when it's done. Boom. With Kenneth and Bridge Mall with Kenneth and Bridge Mall Saturday. No, 3th Street, Ewing, New Jersey, KJL Art Sanctuary, KJL